City Farm, where I'm meeting up with Tristram Stuart, a leading author and thinker on the issue of food waste. What I want to find out is why we're not feeding food waste to farm animals. So Tristram, there'll always be some level of food waste, sadly. Does it make sense to feed food waste to farm animals?
Absolutely, that's the only sensible thing to do with food waste, and indeed humans developed an agricultural system several thousand years ago for the recycling of food waste by feeding it to pigs and chickens. That's what we domesticated those animals for, and they're exceptionally good at doing it. The fact that in the European Union this practice is more or less banned is one of the most obstructive, environmentally damaging and socially irresponsible piece of legislation on the planet. It's a huge waste of resources. It means that we import millions of tons of extra soy from South America every year, where of course the production of that contributes to deforestation and various other problems such as soil erosion and hydrological cycle interruption and you name it. Our eating of meat fed on Amazonian soy is somewhere at the root of all of that. And at the same time we're disposing of millions of tons of food waste expensively by either incinerating it, landfilling it or sending it for anaerobic digestion, when what we should be doing is treating it as a resource, feeding it to our livestock, having a local, sustainable system of food waste recycling. As you know, Philip, producing food is the biggest impact that humanity has on planet Earth, and yet at the moment we waste between a third and a half of all the food we produce. At a time when 1 billion people are hungry, at a time when we are encroaching further and further into the world's remaining forests to grow more and more food, this makes absolutely no sense.
I then asked Tristram what he saw as the way forward.
The solution to the food waste scandal is actually a win-win scenario. It's a huge opportunity. If we need to reduce our environmental impact at the same time as increasing food availability, cutting food waste is one of the easiest, simplest ways to start.
Just been talking with Tristram, and it really reaffirms what I've been thinking, that it's absolutely criminal to be feeding landfill with food waste and keeping animals in cages. The traditional role of pigs and poultry, the reason why they were domesticated, was to feed them table scraps, unwanted food. What I think is the future is bringing animals back to the land, feeding them with food waste, and in that synergy having a sustainable and humane food system.